Hello, everyone out there in the interwebs land. This is, of course, Heather. You already know this. And if you don't know this, well, now you do. Um, okay, let's talk. Honestly, I don't even know bleh. I don't really know where to go with this video. But let me just say that the past couple of weeks have been hard. Um, you know, sleepy. Going back, I'm a teacher. And for those of you, some of you know this, obviously I work with you or, your family or your friends, I'm a teacher. But some of you I've never even met before. And, we've just connected on Facebook and through weight loss journeys. And you might not know this. I'm a teacher. Okay. And not this past week, but the week before, our school started to go back, to get ready for the new school year. So it's back to work time. That's a stressful time for lots of reasons. A, summer's over. B, summer's over. And then just getting ready for a new school year. And I won't even get into it. And some of you that are teachers or know teachers personally, you will understand this. Those of you that I work with, you all definitely understand this. But it's just a very stressful time when you're trying to get ready for a brand new school year. Okay, so with that being said, the last couple weeks have been stressful. And typically, what does Heather do when she's stressed? Or what has Heather done when she's stressed? She eats. She doesn't gorge herself and just shove food nonstop in her face, in her mouth. But she eats. And not just work stuff, but just a lot of thinking, contemplating things, personal things going on that have been making me overwhelmed. Well, I won't even say stressed, even though it is stress, but really overwhelmed mentally. So what have I been doing? I've been going to my old standby buddy, who really is not a good friend, because good friends don't do this kind of thing to you, but I've been going back to that, just eat. It'll solve the problem for right now, even though it doesn't solve any problems right now or later, but so the last couple weeks have been emotional eating weeks. I wouldn't say I've been horrible, but just not good. I know better. So that's where I've been. And even last week I posted on my Facebook weight loss page that, I was going on some walks and some wogs and stuff. And I was, I don't make that stuff up. Never would I post something and say that I did something that I didn't. Not me. Never has been. Never would be. But I just it's just, every once in a while I'll post on my Facebook weight loss page saying that, I'm ready and here we go. And I mean it in that moment. And then just something has just been, there's that final spark is just really, I was waiting for it to be ignited, and it's just not. But I noticed just eating crap. It just makes you feel like crap. It's just so frustrating. I'm just really frustrated. And I'm sure many of you can relate to this, whether you have weight loss problems or just life problems or any kind of problems or issues or anything. It's frustrating. So what am I going to do about it? What am I going to do about it? Well, I have exactly 55 days. 5. Straight up now, tell me, do you really want to love me forever? Oh. I don't know why that came to my head. Just like this whole like, hey, last night with some really good friends played a game called Quelf. I don't know if any of you have played this before. It is most entertaining, and this reminded me of something. I made a rhombus last night. Some people can make hearts. Anyways, sorry. Okay, what am I going to do about it? What am I going to do about this? Well, I went to the grocery store tonight, and I loaded up on some veggies. Because I know how to eat. I know what to do. So, get out of town. Right here, right now. Now, this is living proof. This is God speaking to me right now. And you guys get to experience this. A freaking button broke on my pants. And these weren't even tight. These were not even tight. And the button broke. Oh my gosh. I'm a little traumatized by this. I'm a little traumatized. This is the button. Do you see this? It's the button. And it broke. You see the strings? This is real life, people. People, this is real life. When your button breaks, this is like a moment that makes you contemplate what you're doing. Okay, this is like the moment. Maybe the spark has been ignited because my button popped off. All right. So I bought a lot of veggies, and I know what I need to do, and I know that I need to plan ahead. So this is what I'm doing, and this is what I challenge to you guys. I am making my breakfast the night before, whatever I need to do. If I have time in the morning, then I can make it in the morning. If I don't, I'm making it the night before. I'm making my scrambled eggs in advance. I know some people are like, yeah, that sounds gross. Why would you make scrambled eggs the night before and then want to still eat them the next day in the morning? But I'm okay with that. You do what you got to do, but I'm okay with that. So I cannot believe this button broke. I heard it pop. I don't know if when we play this back you'll be able to hear the pop, but it popped. That really sucks. Because I'm not so good at sewing buttons. Okay. Oh, my phone just beeped. So I'm planning ahead. I'm going to make I like scrambled eggs. I like to add green peppers or any kind of like bell peppers, spinach, a little Laughing Cow cheese. They have all sorts of flavors now. So I just cut up one of the little wedges and I just put it, it's really, really good. And just some spices. And I love scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs are great, filled with protein. And so that's going to be like my go-to breakfast. I'll mix it up a little bit because, I don't think it's good to just like have the same thing over and over. You get sick of it, but I'm sticking with, that's going to be like my go-to. Eggs with veggies. Plan my snacks and eat wisely. Lean protein and veggies for dinner, okay? And I'm going to be like constantly updating things because I just need to stay accountable and I need to keep it, I just need to get back to basics, get back to square one. Also in the morning when I wake up, I'm going for a walk. I'm going to go for a mile to a mile and a half walk, get my metabolism going. If you have time, and I don't even have time, like think about it, in the world today, how much time do we really have? But we've got to make time. So I'm waking up in the morning as often as I can this week, and I'm going to go and just do a quick, like a 1 to 1.5 mile walk. Just get it going. Get your metabolism going. And then I'm packing my gym bag and I'm going to the gym after work. Also, I am going to try Zumba this week. I found a place that is very close to me. I'm going to call them tomorrow and find out times and prices, and I'm going to try Zumba this week. So I would encourage you, here's my challenge to you this week, is figure out what cripples you the most. For me, that's not planning. It's not knowing in advance what you need to do, and it's just kind of winging it. That cripples me, because when I wing things, sometimes it works out good, but sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes I'll just like overeat, or I'll pick something up on the go. If you don't plan, then you're going to fail. So figure out what it is that's holding you back or that's crippling you, and make a little tiny change. And commit to yourself. Because I was reading today with a very good friend of mine, and she's reading a book. I forget what the title is, but one of the lessons in the book was talked about, instead of saying I have to do something, changing that around and saying I get to do something. So instead of saying, after work I have to go to the gym, after work I have to go grocery shopping so that I have good foods in the house, or, when I wake up, I gotta go take a walk, or I have to go take a walk. Instead of saying those things, say I get to. In the morning, I get to go take a walk. You get to, because you're alive, and this is something you get to do. After work, I get to go to the gym and work out. And be thankful for that, because not everybody gets to do that. For one reason or another, whether they physically can't, or they're not alive anymore to do it, or whether they don't have the resources. But if you can, it's not I have to do it or I gotta do it, it's I get to do it. So that's another thing, actually, I challenge you for this week, is to think about the things that you used to say I have to, or I got to, or I have, whatever. Instead, say I get to do them. And it's not easy, because we all have things that we just don't like to do. There's tons of things I could think of right now. But instead of doing that, say, I get to. All right? And so this week, I get to make good, healthy choices day by day. I'm not thinking about the week in advance. I'm thinking about tomorrow and tomorrow only. And then at the end of the day tomorrow, I'll reflect. What did I do good? What did I do bad? And then I'll think about the next day. One day at a time. Not what I have to do, what I get to do. And this week, I get to make good choices for me. I get to eat better, and I get to work out and fuel my body with good foods and with physical exercise. That's what I get to do. My question, and respond, what do you get to do this week? I want to hear from you guys, really and truly. It inspires me. Share with me. What do you get to do this week? All right, I look forward to reading it. Bye.